We are in the middle of March and can't wait to start planting out our garden. We are starting with installing floating row covers and direct sowing radishes, turnips, carrots, and spinach for our spring harvest. Okay, so we just pulled the tarp off the first 3 rows here, left the tarp on the last row. We just don't have enough of floating row covers to do all 4 rows at this point, but wanted to show you guys the cover crop we planted last fall. And we did a hairy vetch, which you guys can go look at. We did a video on our channel, but it's died off pretty well here. So we just raked out most of the oak leaves that were in here from the fall. But in doing that, it kind of took up some of the dead cover crop. But it's looking pretty good. It acted as a good covering for the winter with the tarp. The soil looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It's really rich. There's lots of worms and lots of bugs crawling around. So I just found this carrot in the grounds from last year. I'm kind of curious to try it.
Okay, so we just finished giving it a quick weed. And we're gonna start with, what are we planting first?
Carrots.
Okay. So we just planted out one of the rows here with carrots. But as you can see, it's kind of getting dark out here, so we'll pick up the camera tomorrow when we've got some more light. So we're gonna plant out the last row here with some turnips, radish, maybe some spinach if we have some room.
And install our floating row covers.
Over it all.
Then we'll be done with this project.
Let's do it. Okay, so we just finished seeding the row here. Now we're gonna finally install the floating row cover. So we've got the metal pieces, the braces, is that what you call it?
The wires to hold up the plastic.
Yeah, there we go. And so we're gonna install them about every roughly 3 to 4 feet apart. And then we're gonna take string and just string it along the top of the hoops just to help hold the plastic better.
Extra support.
Okay, so we got all our hoops in, and we're just going to water what we just planted, then we're going to spread the plastic over.
So we just finished stringing one of the rows, and we're gonna do a test and put the cover on now just to make sure that it's gonna hold up nice before we string the rest of the supports.
Okay, so we were just laying out the plastic to see how big it is, and it looks like it's gonna cover 2 rows. We're pulling it back just so we can string up this row here. Because as you see, the string really helps it from sagging down into the actual rows. But we'll show you when it's done. So we put the more permanent stakes on the back end that we don't have to be pulling up to water, and these are the easier ones with handles. And so you just stick this longer piece in the ground, and these hooks is what grabs the fabric. So just stick it in. Now it's nice and secure. So we actually finished. It's covering 2 rows at this point, and we've got our permanent stakes on this back side here, and then the ones that are a little easier to use with handles here, so that every day when we need to pull the plastic back to water, it's just a little easier. But we did it.
It looks great. I'm super excited to see tomorrow when we get home from work and stick our hands underneath and see how the sun how much heat is in there.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun to see. Being a farmer is a blessing that we try never to take for granted. We embrace the challenges and intricacies of plant health as a never-ending learning experience. It is a joy every time we can interact as a farmer for the benefit of our plants and animals. We strive to work in a balanced ecosystem. As farmers, we take from the land while also giving back for the sustainability of our farm long term. So we just finished installing our floating row cover here, and we're super excited how it came out.
Yeah, thanks for watching, and please subscribe, leave a comment, and we'll see you guys on the next video.